You just played 9 holes with the Caitlin Clark. Just tell us about the experience.
It was so amazing. She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how amazing of an influence she is just for sports was really cool to see firsthand today.
What was the this is obviously not her main sport.
Yeah.
To ask, maybe it's not fair to ask her takeaways of her game, but just putting herself out there the way she did, what was your impression of how she handled everything?
Yeah, it was great to see how relaxed she was. Obviously, with the media attention that she has gotten probably in the past year and a half, 2 years, you can see how she's comfortable playing in front of a larger crowd. And she was just really enjoying it. You can tell, she's definitely very talented. She was picking the ball really clean up. She was losing a couple of shots to the right, but, I asked her how many times a week she plays. And with, I think, the amount of obligations that she has, she probably gets to the golf course once a week. And to just play once a week, she was playing really well.
Did she ask you for any tips out there?
No, she did not. No. 9 holes is kind of iffy. I'm still trying to, kind of practice in a sense and put on the greens, and then on top of it, chit-chatting with your other partners as well.
Just happiness that women's sports is we're getting there. It's in a great place. Between the momentum of Nelly Korda and Caitlin Clark and just and incredible athletes before them. You think about what Serena Williams had to go through, and your Lindsey Vonns, and they were really the trailblazers, and then there were trailblazers before that. So it's just, we're building on all that momentum, and women's golf is in a great place. There's great leadership, great momentum with the game of golf around the country. Golf is in. Golf is cool. Golf is bigger and better than ever. So I think the purse reflects that.
In a sports world dominated by giants, legacy leagues, and billion-dollar marketing machines, nobody expected a 22-year-old rookie to completely rewrite the rules. But that is exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing right now. Because the latest data coming out is beyond anything analysts predicted. A staggering 1,200% growth explosion surrounding Caitlin Clark's name, her brand, her impact, and her reach. Let that sink in. One athlete, one season, over 1,200% growth. And that single surge alone now dwarfs the entire LPGA, a league that has existed for more than 70 years, filled with global champions, Olympic athletes, and some of the most technically gifted golfers on Earth. But somehow, Caitlin Clark's rise is overshadowing all of it. This isn't a small spike. This isn't a trending moment. This is a once-in-a-generation cultural eruption. And the sports world is trying to understand how it's even possible. The numbers that shocked the industry. Executives, reporters, and marketing directors all agree on one thing. Caitlin Clark's analytics are off the charts. Her jersey sales break records the moment they drop. Her name dominates Google Trends like no WNBA or LPGA athlete ever has. Her highlight videos reach millions overnight, sometimes millions in just hours. Social media engagement? Through the roof. TV ratings? Whole networks are redrawing their schedules around her. Meanwhile, LPGA events, respected, elite, and globally admired, simply can't generate anything close to this explosion. Even their major tournaments don't see a fraction of the fan engagement Clark pulls in from a regular season WNBA game. And the craziest part? This isn't slowing down. It's accelerating. Why is this happening? Caitlin Clark represents something the sports world has been waiting for. A once-in-a-lifetime scorer, a fearless competitor, a mainstream crossover superstar, and a magnet for younger audiences who weren't watching before she arrived. She's not just playing basketball. She's changing the economics of every sport she touches. Brands know it, sponsors know it, even competing leagues know it. That's why the LPGA, an organization that's been home to legends for decades, is suddenly being compared to one rookie from the WNBA, because Clark's influence is that massive, that disruptive, and that unprecedented. The Caitlin Clark effect is global. What started in Iowa has now become an international movement. Kids in Europe imitate her shooting form. Fans in Asia stay up at 3 a.m. to stream her games. Athletes across multiple sports publicly praise her skill, her leadership, and her impact. Even NBA stars are openly acknowledging how big Caitlin Clark has become. And that brings us to the reality everyone is starting to accept. Caitlin Clark's popularity curve isn't just rising, it's exploding. And she's doing it faster than any athlete in women's sports history. The LPGA, with all its tradition, history, and legendary players, is witnessing a growth rate from Clark that they have never seen in their own industry. The future is even bigger. If this is what Caitlin Clark is accomplishing in year 1, then imagine year 5. Imagine year 10. Imagine if she continues to dominate, break records, and pull millions into the sport. Because right now, sponsors are lining up. Networks are bidding higher. Fans are switching over from other sports. And every analytics chart has the same answer. The Caitlin Clark wave is nowhere near its peak. 1,200% growth is just the beginning. Her impact doesn't just dwarf the LPGA. It's changing the entire landscape of women's sports. And the world is watching.